and welcome into Getting Help from Uncle Sam, one of the best ways you can ever get help from Uncle Sam in our lives. And one of the main purposes of our government is to protect the vital interest of us, we the citizens of the United States. One of the great protectors that we're very fortunate to have in our own backyard is the United States Air Force. Today we have with us Colonel Doug Demaio, and it's so wonderful to have you here because we're getting ready to celebrate our nation's birthday, the 4th of July.
Yes, sir.
And first and foremost, I want to say thank you for your service. We would encourage all of our viewers, if you see anyone in uniform, or if you know if they've ever worn a uniform, to tell them thank you.
Thank you.
What is the Air Force looking like today?
The Air Force is actually, we are actually going to grow in size here by several thousand people over the next several years. So I would say the mission is re-energized. You kind of feel a difference here in the last few years, especially with what we're looking at in parts of the world, the fight against ISIS, and then kind of resetting around the globe. The Air Force is developing future concepts. I'm involved with that, which is a really neat thing, and it's all happening out here at Maxwell talking. We're right in the middle of that conversation. The Air Show helped that a lot because we brought in some of the decision makers, and they see what we're doing, and we're making a difference that way.
Great.
Yeah.
Actually, the Air University is the intellectual leadership of the Air Force, the Armed Services, basically. So you have an opportunity to be right on the cutting edge of everything that all of these brilliant people are putting together. And I think one of the things that Jack and I talked about, our kids are like, they're glued to hand devices or this or that or the other. And what I loved that you had said before was, you saw these young people all of a sudden energized with what I would consider patriotism again, looking at our nation again.
Yes.
And as far as a recruiting tool, was the Air Show, it had to be tremendously successful with that.
So a good gauge of that is that STEM day. We had 1,500 kids come out, and they were able to see the aircraft and put hands on and talk to the pilots and the maintainers. And then after the Air Show, you have hundreds and hundreds of people lining up against the fence to get interview or to get autographs with the French and the Thunderbirds. And you just felt that pride. And people
a lot of viewers know you use the acronym STEM, but that's science. Go ahead.
Technology, engineering, math. Yes,
math.
sir.
Right. And it's that program. There is a program housed right at Maxwell.
That's exactly right. It's called Starbase, and we reach out into the local community. And honestly, I didn't know a whole lot about it until the Air Show, and they do great work into the community. Yeah.
So we've re-energized so many things. I have a question for you. Since you are a pilot, you're flying the F-16s primarily. Is that correct?
I haven't flown in a while, but I still remember it.
Okay.
In fact, I just flew with the French, and so everything came back, and I really miss it.
When Colonel Demaio says he flew with the French, what he means is he flew with the Pétrole de France.
Yes.
And they are the equivalent of the Thunderbirds for us. So that's France's team of expert flying aces. But my question is this: we talk so much about the F-35, and we're so in hopes that we will get that located at the 187th. Tell me a little bit about the F-35. What is there that's so special about that? Because it is.
You know, I was talking to a gentleman before. It's kind of like the difference between a flip phone and an iPhone. So they both make calls, but this one is a sensor fusion machine. Yes. It takes information from around the globe and puts it into one platform. It can control and see so many more things than just your flip phone. It's really that big of a difference. As far as the airframe goes, they're very comparable, very much the same, but one does a job that is very far-reaching. It can see so much further and understand the information much better. That's what it does for us.
I have a quick question to ask you, because we listen to all of this, but our viewers are a very, I think, special and very compassionate, comprehensive, and supportive group of people. The people who watch our show are people who are giving and they are involved. And as far as all of us out in the community, what are the things that you would like to see us do to help you?
This is the best support network I have ever seen in my career. Best hometown in the Air Force, that's what we say, and we mean it. I mean, and it was borne out by the show. So keep doing what you're doing in the community, I would say, and I'm part of the community too. be involved with the base as far as understanding what's going on here, and hopefully we'll have more events where we can do this outreach and bring folks in, and that's so important. 7 years is a long time, and so we're looking at the next show and event here probably 2020, 2019. We're trying to look at that now, so that's the next thing we're looking at. I would say to understand the mission of the Air Force, come on, I mean, we open the base up for folks to come, so look at the opportunities to come on and visit, I would say.
Well,
Yeah,
again,
and,
Jack,
and under General Quast, I think one of the big things that he has said is that he wants this interaction between the community and the base, because we both gain.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, listen, thank you for your service. Thank you for the many things you do.
Thank you
Remember,
very much.
it's our nation's birthday. What better way to blow out the candles by giving a salute to someone in uniform? And we hope you have a very wonderful 4th of July, and we'll be right back right after this.